aforementioned, this program will help us a little bit closely monitor your blood pressures from the comfort of your own home, okay? So with that being said, we do give you some devices to do that at home. So you will be getting a blood pressure cuff and a tablet to take home today with you. The blood pressure cuff and the tablet, they do wirelessly connect to one another. The way that you make that happen is you just have to keep both of these devices on at the same time, close to one another. They do all the connecting for you. So now my question for you is do you have Wi-Fi at home?
Yes.
Perfect. So what we do recommend is we recommend that every patient does connect their tablet to Wi-Fi to prevent any hiccups in terms of transmitting your reading over to your cardiologist, which I will show you how to do as well. So every time you take your blood pressure reading with these devices at home, the tablet will save every blood pressure reading you take. You will have your own digital history log, so every reading that you take gets saved and stored there, so you always have a copy of it. That reading then automatically gets sent to a portal here in the clinic where the providers can log in and we can monitor every blood pressure reading you send to us. So with that being said, since we are sending you home with some technology, we do put you in close contact with a person to keep in touch with you. So with that being said, with this program, you will get a designated person who will be your care coach. She's going to be in charge of doing one of two things for you. One will be to call you on a weekly basis. This is just to check in on you, see how you're doing, make sure you have no questions, comments, concerns on the devices and the overall program itself as well. Make sure your blood pressures and you are doing well as well. So she is also going to be in charge as once you send us in those blood pressure readings to our portal, she's going to look at those blood pressure readings, review them, and make sure it's numbers that we like to see for your blood pressure readings. Now, if you're ever trending on the higher or the lower side regarding your blood pressure readings, what we do is we review those readings and we push it to a trend of 3 to 4 days. Once we get that alert on your account, that's when we come in as a clinic. We call you, make sure you're doing okay, reevaluate to see if you're experiencing any symptoms, anything that could be contributing to those fluctuations. And that's when the clinic comes in, and then essentially we make changes instead of you having to wait months out till your next follow-up visit.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. I have questions though, several questions.
Yes,
One,
ma'am.
the person who I'm in contact
Yes.
with, are they here or are they somewhere else, a central location?
So what this is this person who will be contacting you, she does work remote, so she does work from home. So she is in charge of contacting and reviewing all of our patients' blood pressures enrolled in this program. So she reviews those readings. She is a certified medical professional, so she reviews those blood pressure readings and then calls all of the patients enrolled to make sure they're doing okay as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm old, so I'm not a techie. I want to know, did they make this simple enough for me?
Exactly.
Or...
So what we would do together is if you do end up agreeing, we would make your account, takes less than 2 minutes. I just need a good phone number for that care coach. After that, we would do a test reading together just so you're comfortable with the submitting in a reading and you're familiar with the system as well.
Yeah.
So we would do a test reading. In total, it's about clicking maybe a total of 5 buttons to send us in a reading, and that's it. Usually when you get the hang of this will take you less than 2 minutes daily to send us in a reading. Super easy.
Okay, but if something goes wrong, I forget or whatever, because you know, like I said, I'm old, I can call this person and they can help me.
We have 2 resources you can call. So with this tablet, like I do give you a piece of paper with all of the steps for the blood pressure taking process that we're going to take. I give you that. I do with your tablet, there is attached a tech support team. We also have a tech team as well with your care coach. So those will be 2 separate numbers. I do give you your care coach's specific number you can keep in your phone. And with your tablet, you do have attached a tech support button with our tech team's number in there as well. They're both extremely knowledgeable people with this program. So any questions, comments, concerns, you can definitely call them, and they're super reliable answer. If, like I said, if they don't answer your phone call right away, they'll call you back within the same exact day.
And I guess I have to do this for life.
It's, well, hey, this will help us get those blood pressures in control. It will. You'd be surprised how many ER visits this has prevented for us. This just help us, like I said, better control your blood pressure readings so you don't have to go months and months out till your follow-up visits for them being uncontrolled, essentially.
And now, if there's something that needs to be corrected, medication and stuff, it wouldn't be the resource that calls me, it would be someone from the office.
Yes, so it goes strictly through the office. So the care coach, what she will do is she'll review those readings, make sure the numbers that you're sending in are numbers that we like to see. And if they ever start trending outward, that's when we get that alert as a clinic and we go ahead and we call you. And that's essentially, if we really need to make adjustments, that's when they come into play. So all of your readings will get reviewed by a provider.
And can this system be used only by one person?
Yes, ma'am. One person only. Yep. So your tablet will be in your name once we set up your account. When you turn it on, it'll have your profile, who your doctor is. So yep, your name and your blood pressure readings.
Okay. I think that's all I have for now. I wish my husband was here because he's the techie.
Oh, is he? Right.
Well, better than me, let me put
Right.
it that way.
Well, hey, once we do this test reading, I have no doubt that you'll be a pro at it.
You're sure?
I'm sure.
Okay.
A lot of people are relieved after we're done with the test reading because it turned out to be much more simpler than what they thought. So, yeah,
Okay,
sounds good.
awesome. Yeah,
All right,
let's go
let's do
for
it. Perfect. So let me just go ahead and get everything pulled up here, and we will get you. All right, so while I do get your account all hooked up to your tablet, I do just need an autograph for you on a form that we have.
Sure.
So what this form goes over is it states that you are eligible for this program based off your insurance. We are getting you enrolled today, and that you'll try your hardest to do at least one reading a day for us, okay?
Okay.
Perfect.
Today, what's the
The
date?
21st today, October 21.
Okay.
All done? Perfect. Thank you, thank you. Awesome. So, in this small little white box that you will get in your tablet box, this is where we do give you that charging cord, the wall plug, everything that you need to keep your tablet charged. Same exact concept like your phone. So once you open this box, you will get all of your resources that you need, and then there will be an additional cord in here. The additional cord is this small. That small cord you will really not need unless you plan on transferring your own readings to your own computer. So you will not need a small cord, okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? I do have one last question.
Mm-hmm.
What if I'm gone for a week or something on a vacation?
Right, okay.
So do I have to take it?
So that's what we usually recommend. The tablets are travel friendly. That's
Oh.
what's really nice about them. The Wi-Fi and the cellular reception portion of it remains the same. So if you're somewhere in the US, as long as you're in a central area where there's good cellular reception, this will be able to, and you have Wi-Fi available. So it'll be the same concept wherever you go. They are travel friendly, but if it's really such a hot, we do recommend, like I said, you never know with fluctuations in your blood pressure, especially when you're traveling. We do recommend that you take them with you. If you really just are hesitant about it, at least take the blood pressure monitor and record your blood pressure readings for us.
The regular one?
So we at least have some
Oh.
readings logged for you. We would prefer you take it, but just to keep track of those
Well, I'm
readings, just
thinking,
for travel wise.
If I go out of the country. And there's
Out of the
always
country, it
Wi-Fi.
will, yeah. So it will require Wi-Fi out of the country. That is the one thing. So it won't have that cellular reception from here to grasp onto to send us that reading. Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that's a hardship.
Right.
The travel.
The travel. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, yeah.
You can take the Wi-Fi anywhere. So Wi-Fi will work anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's another thing I have to take
Ah, yeah.
because I like to go to Europe.
Right. No, I get you completely. I know. Yeah. Like,
But if you're going for a long stay, we would recommend it because, as you said, especially when you're traveling, when you have to take long flights, if you're going to Europe, your blood pressure needs to be monitored because your doctor can still review your readings, and if anything happens, then he is always there to take care of you, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is strongly recommended that you take them.
Well, it's
But-
better than getting sick over there or something.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So we'll be noted of that. Like I said, we'll be
Yeah.
able to see it. It gets to us right away. We're alerted of it. Your cardiologist will automatically know about it. Like I said, so it gets sent directly here. That's what's the big benefit of this program. Like I said, you don't have to wait. This
And
automatically
if I
gets
were
sent.
overseas or somewhere else
Mhm.
and my blood pressure would change,
Mhm.
who would call me?
So that we do have a message center on the tablet as well. So since you will be, in Europe, and the phones more than likely won't work over there unless you are hooked to Wi-Fi and you have an iPhone, but we do have a message center as well. So the message center comes with your account on your tablet either way. So like I said, if you ever needed to contact someone, if we needed to get a hold of you, we have that resource that we can use as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting because I went to Mexico like 3 years ago and my blood pressure went really low.
Really low?
Because I was in Mexico City and high altitude.
Mm-hmm.
I almost fainted at Frida Kahlo's
Yeah,
house.
see?
And I had to go to a doctor over there. and
Yeah.
she had to give me some medication.
Right. So, like I said, it's all just for your benefit. Like I said, just so we're aware, especially if you're going somewhere where you're changing environments, you know, you're either stressed or you're excited, you're this, there's just a lot of things that could contribute to your blood pressure. So, like I said, strongly recommended. So,
Okay, now I'm getting stressed.
don't get stressed. It's okay. I promise it'll be okay. But like I said, we can cross that bridge once we get there. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So, anyways, in terms of your charger, that charger will get plugged in on top in this port right here. To the side, this first little button that you see will be your on and off button, this small one up top, and then this long one underneath will be your volume button, okay? So this is for you. We will go over these forms together. So like I mentioned to you, these are your devices in your name, so only your blood pressure readings in our portal. This device is not an emergency device, so please, in case of any emergencies, do dial 911. Like we did mention prior to, this program is entirely covered by your insurance. So as long as you keep using these devices and getting in habit and sending in those daily readings, no cost will ever come to you. This program is considered an annual prescription. Once it does hit that 1 year mark a year from today, on the 21st, this program actually does renew by itself. So if you really like it, you can be a part of it as long as you want. We just ask of you to keep using them and sending us in your blood pressure readings, and it gets covered. So now whenever you are ready to discontinue, what we recommend is you returning the devices to the clinic. The sooner the better.
To hear what you mean?
Yep, to here. Yep, so return the devices to the clinic. What will go is we'll have you sign a return confirmation form. We go and deactivate and delete everything essentially, and then but what we ask of you is that you just please keep the boxes and all the pieces to the devices in case you ever do return them to us, okay? So whenever you're ready on that form, you can go ahead and hit accept on it, okay? Beautiful. So the next form that's going to populate is going to be a terms of use form. So that form we have briefly gone over together. Like I mentioned to you in the way beginning, that wireless connection between the cuff and the tablet, how that occurs, and how the phone is like its own, how the tablet is like its own phone, should I say. So like I said, the Wi-Fi, the cellular reception, all varies on where you're located and how we strongly do recommend that connection to Wi-Fi. But everything in terms of Bluetooth connection and reading transmission, you are about to see live because we're about to do your test reading. So whenever you're ready.
I accepted it.
Perfect. All right, so then this page that you're looking at, that is your dashboard home screen. So you will be welcome to that page each time you do turn on your tablet, okay? So when you're ready for your blood pressure reading, you're gonna click on that blue button that says take a measurement. Perfect, so that's gonna give you a series of steps. That's just telling you to get ready in terms of your blood pressure cuff, okay? So do you have an arm of preference for your readings?
No.
No? I'm gonna borrow this one and then we'll go in. So now this gray cord right here will be your arrow. So you just want to make sure that that is in the middle of your inner arm. And when you're going to secure the cuff, that it's secured on firmly, but not too tight and not too loose, okay? All right, and then the only connecting you have to do once you get home is just how you would a normal blood pressure cuff, okay? All right, now start is to turn it on. So once your screen has lit up, you have already completed all 3 of your steps. So you're ready to hit proceed. So now it's gonna search for your blood pressure cuff. Now that it says connected and it gives you this green light go, all you have to do is come back to that blood pressure cuff, push that start button one more time so it can take your blood pressure. And that's it.
Oh.
Pretty good?
I think I can do that.
All right, well, there you go. And then if you look at your tablet, you can see that your tablet is mirroring everything your blood pressure cuff does. That's how you can tell that they have connected to each other successfully. Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
And then believe it or not, you only have one more step to do and you're done.
Oh.
Much more easier than you thought, huh?
Yeah.
There you go, good. All right, so we got 144/80 with a pulse of 60. So once you get that blood pressure reading, all you have to do to save and send it to your cardiologist is hit that done button. So now that reading is going to upload, so you have a copy of it, and now it's going to send it to the doctor, and you'll know when that's completed because it'll give you a green check mark.
Nice.
And now this screen that it takes you, this is that digital diary I mentioned to you. So you can see here you have your date, the timestamp, and the reading we just got together. So essentially, the more blood pressure readings that you take, the more more they just stack on top of each other there, your most recent reading will always be on top for you, okay? So this screen, so as you can see, you have another small measure now button up here. That measure now button, so we only ask for one reading a day. That is our standard, but that doesn't mean you're limited to only one. You can take however many readings you wish. So if you ever wish to take more than one, if you feel like your blood pressure is off or you just want to recheck a high reading that you get, this small measure now button will let you do that, okay? As you can tell, you have a dashboard button here. Once you click that, that'll take you straight back to that home page we were just on. So as you can see, we're back to the beginning now. So now you can see here you have a little weekly tracker. Each day you take your blood pressure, it'll turn into a little green check mark that you've completed it already, okay? So it'll help you keep track a little bit. Remember that big blue button that we clicked on up here? That big blue button goes away after one reading because that's our standard. So come tonight, when it hits midnight and it turns Saturday,
it'll be there for me to
exactly, every single day it will reappear for you. So let's say now you're at home, you're on this page and you're like, hey, I want to recheck what my last reading was, or I want to take another one. All you have to do is click on the picture of the doctor. And there you are. So you can either check your history or recheck another reading. How's that? Pretty good?
Yeah.
And then here is that optional message center that we give you for your care coach, so you can use that as a form of communication. And up here we do have a support button, so this is another resource you can use that gives you our tech support team as well, okay? All right, and then the last thing so that is the entire program. How's that? Are you pretty good with sending in that
I'm glad
reading?
they made it okay for
Okay, good. Much more easier than you thought, right? And so the last thing I will show you is how you will connect to Wi-Fi at home in case you ever need it, okay? So what we'll do is you're gonna pull from this black edge and you're just gonna keep pulling down into your screen. So keep pulling. That part is gonna probably be the hardest part that you're gonna experience. It's just the pulling down.
Why doesn't it come down?
It's very delicate, so watch. And then you pull down. Once you pull down and get to a menu that looks like this, all you have to do is press and hold on this Wi-Fi signal, this first one. So just push and hold on it. It automatically takes you straight to this page here. So all you have to do when you're home is find your network, type in your password if one is required, and just make sure that under your network it says connected, just like it does for this one, okay? So once it says connected, that means you're good to go. All you have to do is just press this button in the middle and it takes you straight back. Let me just set you free here, okay?
And do I turn it off after I measure?
So keep it on. So you can keep the tablet on. So what that will do is you'll be able to hear and receive notifications if your care coach ever sends you anything on your messages.
So I never turn it off.
No.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
So just at night, charge it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we give you that charging cord in there.
And it's okay if it stays charging all night?
Yes, absolutely. That is
true. You can keep it charging all the time also. There's no problem with it.
All the time?
Yeah, no problem
at all. You keep it on your headboard, or you can keep it in a kitchen, wherever you think you would be taking your reading every day. Just leave it there and then it just keeps that. You can switch off the screen by pressing the power button.
So by doing this, so if you push it once really fast, that'll just put it to sleep. So you can do that.
Just like my regular tablet.
Same thing, same exact concept. So in your tablet box, here is where I include information for you. So here are those steps that I mentioned for the blood pressure. So these are all in order for you, okay? And then the next form that I give you, this form highlighted in pink is your care coach's phone number. So it is a local 480 number. Make sure to put this in your phone as a contact. So she will be calling you on a weekly basis. First introductory call will be within these first 7 days of you being enrolled. She'll call you, introduce herself so you have an idea of who she is, and then your engagement with her will begin weekly, okay? All right, so that's there for you so you can save it.
I like it. It's easy.
Good, I'm glad.
The only thing is it's
a little heavy, but hey, look.
For travel.
Oh, for travel, that's right.
That's my only issue with it.
But hey, it's super protected though from travel. There you go.
You think so?
This case is very heavy duty and protective. So I mean, they do, even though it is heavy, it's protected. You know.
Yeah, if it drops.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Because you know how they are with luggage. And then there's a tip here. So this guy does run on 4 AAA batteries. There are new batteries in here, okay? So if the batteries ever die on you, of course you can take the traditional route and put in new batteries. If you don't wish to do that, I do have a solution for you as well. So we do give you this small white cord right here, okay? You can borrow the outlet plug we give you from your charger in your tablet box, plug this guy into the wall and into the blood pressure cuff, and it will let you use it with no batteries in it. This is not a charger for the batteries, but it's an alternate source, okay?
Yeah, it's just like...
Exactly. So like I said, you don't have to worry about it for a really long time, but it's there if you need it, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Any questions for me?
No, you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
It's easy.
Good.
My only feedback is that's a lot to carry, like
Right.
if I have to go to
Yes,
jail
that's
or
right.
anywhere.
That's right.
But, you know, for whoever made it,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only thing. It
Right.
could be maybe like this big.
a little
better.
pad, huh? Yeah,
Would
right.
have been better.
We have received feedback that patients can't see it properly, so that's why we wanted to make a bigger
Oh,
display.
you know what? That's good for old people like
Yes.
me. I did put my glasses on. That's
Yeah.
true.
You know, you win some, you lose some.
Now, what can you do? You can't make everybody happy.
You know, we tried as much as we
Yeah.
could, you know, so
Yeah.
we made it short, simple, and sweet. So like I said, any questions, comments, concerns, you have your
Call
care
them.
coach, you have our tech support team, we're here to help you, okay?
Yeah. Are you the sales rep?
So yeah, I'm here and I enroll people. Yeah, I do enroll people at the office.
Permanently here?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so you're not the sales rep from the company?
Well, technically, I enroll the people. So I'm from the company and I enroll patients into this
Oh, well, you
program
did a
for
good
them.
job.